Hi, Kurt. My name is Shane, and we're here this evening to do a show here in Beloit. And this is your hometown. You're kind of in touch with what's going on around here. So just kind of wanted to get a feel from you about how things are here as far as the youth. You know, what you see as problems with youth, or what you see as the kids needing. And just kind of get your insight on what's going on here in Beloit and how a show like this might be able to help.
Sure. Shane, we're glad that you're here. We just decided that with Wade and myself, we talked about bringing people in or whatever and doing an alternative for the kids, something that would bring them in a safe atmosphere where there was food, good music, and a good time and a safe place for them.
All right, we are here with Sloppy Joseph, right?
Yeah, Sean.
All right, introduce you guys. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Aaron Caleb.
Tommy Bowden.
And Eric Preston.
All right, and I'm Frankie Shane, and we're here in Beloit, Kansas. We're doing a benefit show, kind of a New Year's Eve bash thing tonight, and these guys are one of the bands that's going to be playing with us. And just want to talk to you guys kind of about the scene around here, the music scene. You guys kind of unique in the scene, or what's up?
We're really unique in the scene. I mean, because like all there really is country and rap, and we don't really fit in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm living in a small town is kind of, it sucks a lot. You know, you mess up or something, everybody knows about it. But then again, though, being in a small town, everybody's like, "Oh, you guys are from the Sloppy Joseph band." And,
Yeah,
you know,
everybody's heard of us.
yeah, everybody hears about you pretty fast, you know.
Well, because it's so small. What is it, 2,000 people?
And what style do you guys play?
Punk rock.
A lot of punk stuff.
Punk rock. What are some of your influences?
Green Day.
Definitely Green Day, Blink-182.
Blink-182.
You know, different stuff.
Yeah.
Papa Roach.
Sum 41, you know, really.
Cool. All right. Now, what about the scene, like the social scene around here? I mean, is there much to do around here? Do
No.
Kids?
I think from like 7 to 9 you can like go to the movies. If you want.
If you want, I guess you could shoplift. If that's something you like to do, go to jail for doing
Like we got
stealing
like
a roll of toilet paper
we
or
got like an
something.
Alco and a Dollar General.
Yeah, no, that'll work.
Stealing is not good though.
So the kids around here, being that is that way, I mean, a lot of kids get in trouble around here?
Yeah.
So
It's a certain group, you know. Something bad happens, you know. It was like 20 people. It was a certain 20 people who did it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, every now and again you hear like somebody getting caught like drinking and driving or
Smashing the Isle of Lights.
yeah, like a few days ago, where like 3 kids got arrested.
Do you see here in town a problem with kids as far as fitting in, or do you see kids, you know, drug problems, drinking, anything like that, as far as this being a chance to maybe, like you said, give an alternative? Is that kind of what they would be doing if not here?
Sure, especially in a small town. Where it's a small town, it's you're always looking for something to do, and you know, if you don't have something or don't have a purpose in what you're doing, well, then usually somebody's getting in trouble somehow. And so if it's not us and keeping them busy, somehow that way, well, the policemen are a lot more busy. So.
Right, gotcha. Now, are you wanting to make this something where we can, you know, come back, bring other bands and do this like, I don't know, every 3 or 4 months, or in the spring and summer? I mean, is this something you want to keep going on in the community?
Sure. My heart is, we've been in the community for about 5 years, had moved out of Denver into Beloit, actually home for us. So, you know, our hearts are, I've always had in my spirit to bring churches together, to knock down denominational walls, and to let our kids know that there are other kids out there that believe in Christ and can have friends out there. And sometimes even in the small schools that we have, they don't even know that or recognize that. So our hearts are to do something community-wise, to get into the schools and do something. So any kind of promotion that we can bring our kids together and tear down those walls, that's what we're about here.
Excellent. All right, well, what about like, is there a problem with drugs around here, drinking? What's the scoop on that?
Drinking is the
Not
main
as much
thing.
drugs, it's just drinking.
Yeah, there's a lot of underage drinking. But
You don't really hear a guy busted in a meth lab or anything. You usually hear like kids caught smoking pot or something. There's not huge drugs here. There's, of course, all drugs are bad. We all know this, but they're not like the rot your teeth out drugs. They're drugs.
So you guys think if we had more shows like what we're planning on tonight, that might change?
That could change, yeah. I think.
A lot more to do, so less time to.
Do you think it could be a breaking point for you guys to where more of your peers might actually start to get turned on to what you guys do?
Totally. I would love that. That is
If this
so
was
cool.
a regular thing, then I'm sure a lot more people would start doing this kind of stuff, and I wouldn't be surprised if more people started bands.
Cool.
They'd be like, hey,
Actually
that sounds
have
pretty
bands.
cool. We could play this. Kind of like when Green Day first started back in the 90s. Everyone was listening to Green Day. Hey, they play simple music. We could start a band. Become good, you know?
Excellent. Well, you know, this will be a good launch pad tonight. What are your expectations with the weather and everything? Are you thinking that people are still going to be able to still want to come out, or what is your thinking on that?
Well, I'm sure hoping so. You know, I just don't really know. And I guess as Wade and I talked this out, he says, "What do you think?" And I said, "Well, until we start something, until we pull something together, we really don't know. Then let's take what's good about it, what we find out that's good, and then let's build on that. What we see that we did wrong, maybe not enough promotion, not enough time to try and put some of that together. But you know, as mass email and calling and all that, we try to call other churches, other people, and to get them involved as much, and trying to get them here as workers and laborers, and just told them we put out a need for help, and that's what we did."
Cool. Well, it sounds like you got the right idea. Well, so is the nearest like scene for what you guys play, is the nearest, how close is the nearest town that you guys would easily just fit right in?
Not
Salina.
far away, and
Salina.
that's still kind of pushing it, whether or not we get a lot of gigs there.
Don't wanna get
They
shot.
still-
Yeah, there
There'd be
definitely
more than
would be
here.
more people like us.
Like us, yeah.
But not
Definitely.
It's still pretty small.
Kansas City, there might be a lot of people like us.
So you guys feel like that? I mean, you guys feel like not necessarily the outcast, but like you definitely stand out for this particular
We're the
community.
outcasts.
You are the outcast.
I mean, not so much anymore, but we were during junior high.
Oh, yeah.
Junior high, everybody, you know, be afraid to come around us. You know, they might put a curse on me if we go near them.
Have you guys ever been like bullied and stuff? Or
Oh,
Oh,
a lot of.
I'm just glad I was a couple grades behind this, too. Oh, my
Kansas, they
God.
won't bully you to your
They
face.
won't bully to your face, but they'll start rumors, and rumors can hurt.
And then, yeah, we just kill them.
you think that's why more kids probably don't allow themselves to express themselves in the way they dress and music?
Yeah,
Because it's
probably.
A lot, you know,
Chicken, yeah.
that's a lot of thing in
Actually.
high school, you know. Anybody that's different, then
They're gonna get it
you know,
made fun of.
like, you know, a lot of people want to go with the styles and do what other people are doing, you know.
Especially at our school. They're all a bunch of jocks and stuff. There's a bunch of sports fanatics and stuff.
Yeah,
so
a lot of
going against the
sports.
flow's not easy around here.
Not really, no. I mean, you know, you'll try something different, you'll automatically get,
Become an outcast.
yeah, you'll get put into a group, you know. But then again, a lot of the times when people first see somebody, they kind of put them in a group even before they get to know them. That's kind of a big thing.
Yeah, that's why
With
popularity sucks.
Yeah. So what have you guys done as far as not letting it affect you guys? I mean, you guys obviously are kind of
Just
doing your own thing. I mean,
Shut them out until
Shut
we
'em out.
finally just realize.
Hey,
you
these
know,
guys are awesome. Hey, we can come friend with these guys.
Yeah, because like we played just this one gig, and then everybody liked us.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
For a
people
bunch of
were
popular girls at our school.
people were kind of like, you know, messing around on our instruments and a little bit, you know, and I think they kind of realized, oh, this might not be as easy as we're making it seem, you know. I mean, the reason we're so good is, I mean, we're just not afraid to let our instruments know who's boss, you know.
how long have you guys been together?
About 2 or 3 years
2
now.
years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Sweet. So the times you have played, you've had pretty good response. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
people
totally.
dig it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
okay.
they kind of slipped through the cracks, and then they kind of turned away from athletics, and they got involved with music and stuff. So when we do, I also do our youth at our church. And so I told Wade, I says, well, if we come back in, I'd like to get worship going again. I've had a girl that was kind of the same way, got a tremendous voice, but she's kind of drifted to the side. So I said, Wade, can we use this as an evangelistic tool? I want to bring these kids back in. So I just talked to them to see if they might be interested in coming back in and playing with us. Wade, my son, and some others are trying to pull some stuff together. So in that outreach, I have a dream that the whole community will come together somehow.
Yeah.
And
That's
we'll,
awesome.
We'll just see how all that works together. But
Yeah.
you know,
So
that's
we're-
Wade's heart. And, you know, doing some things in the summer, we've always wanted to do that. If we could do that, get enough people in. If that's, and food is always a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
So if we do a hamburger feed or something like that out in the parks, and we have the ability to do that, that would be an awesome thing to pull anytime that we can do that. And you guys are a blessing to be able to come. I can't do what you do.
So what about like if we were able to do something like this in the spring or summer?
Oh,
You guys-
yeah.
you guys
yeah,
be
yeah,
game for
definitely.
playing
If you were
like
selling tickets, you'd be
On
sold
like a
out.
Saturday night during the summer.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
that? All right, cool. Well, once again, thanks for listening. This is Sloppy Joseph. I'm Frankie Shane, and looking forward to a good show tonight, guys.
All right.
See you later.
We put it out there, then we have Heart Choices that's going to be here tonight, which they deal in teen pregnancy, teen purity, and all those kind of things. So they're going to be here with a table that's set up and some of those things to try and reach out, and also to bring in some different organizations that would put us in a positive thing for those kids. So
That's awesome.
anyway, we'll just, you know, and like I said, we've got to start somewhere.
Right.
And then when Wade had, he says, well, what do you think about doing a New Year's Eve? I said, well, you know, in a small town, even our adults, we just try to get people to come in.
Right.
But in the adults, you know, he was talking about the alcohol. That's kind of something that you fight against on New Year's Eve. How many are we going to have? What are we going to wrestle against? And so in that process, I said, well, you know, we never know. We just got to start somewhere and see what we can do.
Yeah, you got to start. Yeah, you got to
That's
start
it.
somewhere, sometime. You know, best time is now. Best place is here.
Oh, you bet.
Might as well
You
do
bet.
it, so.
We're here, so let's do it, right?
Yeah, that's right. All right. Perfect timing. I appreciate you taking, you know, the effort to help start something like this in this town. You know, talking with the other band, you know, they're excited. You know, even at the prospect of just a handful of people showing up, they're excited just to have an outlet. So you're already doing something with those guys and reaching those kids, which you may not have talked to or may have known existed before tonight. So it's working. So
You bet.
once again, thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.